Morning, Trap Talk listeners. Welcome to another episode of Thoughts. Well, Zach is driving to a trap-related something. I wanted to talk a little bit about stock fit today. Going down to Wenig, I'm getting some adjustments made, working on my grip, and the one thing that I'm really realizing that was a big flaw in my game is, for years, I shot an ACS, which was a lower, flatter rib profile gun. Than a trap special, a little lower, and I had a stock fitted for that, and it worked great. Obviously, the Wenig did a great job, fit me well, but at the time, I was different dimensions, and what I was doing was I was really maneuvering my head to where I thought was a correct position, instead of bringing the gun to me. And I shot it fairly well, shot it for years, but now that I'm with this trap special and the rib's higher, I had to really raise the comb on that Wenig stock to get it to where I wanted to see the picture that I wanted to see, and I was really having to creak my head down over into the stock like this, and it was causing me to look over the bridge of my nose. And ever since I've seen this on my end, I've been recognizing it more as I'm doing lessons with people. A lot of people are really cranking down and into the stock, and I spoke with Bobby, I spoke with Luke, I spoke with Bill, and they're like, Zach, we want to get you more level-headed. So that's the idea behind the stock that they're building me right now. It's an HC2, which is a Harlan Campbell 2 type stock. It has more drop at the comb. It has a little bit more offset than I'm used to, which I'm normally shooting pretty much a straight stock. This has a little bit of offset, but at the beginning, I mounted it and I'm like, man, this feels weird. This feels weird. This feels weird. But the more I just started mounting it and keeping my head up and like looking at the target, the harder I was hitting them and with the less effort. So I think something that needs to be said is, if you're at a point in your game where you're plateauing and you've hit a level where you don't think you can get much better, it's okay to go back to the drawing board and test some things. Because as much as I thought I was 100% right and everything I was doing was right, I'd learned some stuff in the last year, and looking at guys like Dagan were very upright, Pat Lamont very upright. The good news is they get the full use of their eyes. They're looking through the center of their eyes. They've got a lot of vision. They're not lifting their head because their head's already up. I can see a lot of benefits to getting your head in a position where you're not straining. Now, to that being said, I still get in the gun pretty aggressively. Even though I'm bringing it to my face, I still lock down. I don't think I'm ever going to change the fact that I lock down. I look at guys, me and Joe Charnago have talked about it, and locking into the gun and feeling connected, I think is very important. I think it's very important in doubles for me. But, you start to think of a lot of the all-time greats, Jimmy Heller, you look at Benias Dan, the way he used to stand. A lot of those guys were very upright, very much on their toes, bringing the gun to the face, and not burying down into the gun. Now, they had gun connection. They were obviously mounted. They had some pressure to their face, but they weren't necessarily hogging down into it like this. So, not that it's bad to do that. I just think that there's a better way sometimes, and you got to figure out what's going to work best for you. But I personally have learned that I needed a little bit of a change because my handicap wasn't necessarily where I wanted it to be. And so that's my goal right now, is to work on getting the handicap up, getting in a position where, regardless of what's happening with the targets, I can break higher scores from the fence. Singles and doubles haven't been bad over the last few years, so I'm thankful for that, but trying to add another layer to the game. And sometimes you have to go back to the drawing board. So I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you're getting excited for the next shoot coming forward, and we look forward to your feedback also. So hit us up anytime. Zach Nannini out.